Alright guys, so if you know guys, I recently went live. And the last time I went live, I did the watch party for 5. Now I'm going to be doing the rewatch. We go back through again and say my thoughts on it. So and stuff that I noticed. So right here, this shot coming up, this possibly confirms that G is dead. Which is something I don't want to come to terms with, but it's something I think we're going to have to come to terms with, because now this shot right here is literally the same as the one in alphabet lore, but the roles are reversed. Now here, when Z tries to go back to save G, 5, the reason it doesn't work is because when P tries to attack 5, as we're going to see if we go a little bit ahead, attacks back and blasts her right through all the orbs. Or all the moons, I guess you would call them. And then all the crystals come raining down. We got our first look at C in number year. H and S are in this too. And then we got S. And then we got a big S. Now, when it comes to this whole thing with Q and the exclamation mark, this is how Q really first to where Q gains his speed. Now this right here, this is the shot that got leaked. This shot right here of N stepping on the question mark, and then, as you know, if you saw it, he becomes emo N. And then we have the 5 avalanche. Right here. And then they just start collecting everyone. Now here's where there's C's, another C shot. Here's H for the first time. Except for that one short clip in the middle of 3. Now T helps them all go underground. That's a shot right there. Not this one, although that's a shot too. But the one, it's back here. That's a shot. That's a shot right there. I had to let Belle in the room. Alright, here's a shot. Here's another shot. The one, I guess that's a pretty good shot too. That shot right there. That's a good shot. And then T helps them underground. And when Q picks up the exclamation mark, as you can see, he uses the exclamation mark, and then he gets the super speed. Which is something Q definitely needed. Then we got this shot of what looks like X pretty much killing himself. He just walks off the edge. He just walks right off the edge. Sort of. He kind of just like slides off the edge. Which I guess confirms how Z's gravity works because of the way it. That right during that shot right there, I actually thought it was gonna end, but it didn't. That is creepy. The shot of W and N in the background. Now this is where the numbers take over for good. 1 becomes king. But this shot coming up is what I really wanted to take a look at specifically. This shot coming up right here. So if we look at everything that's going on in the foreground, so we have the big S over here. We have the whole pile up. Belle, what do you want? Here's Belle. We have the pile up of 5s over here. We have all the crystals, and then the one still floating. We have obviously the centerpiece is the giant castle with 3 spouting the, I guess you could call it kind of like lava, like the liquid that makes like the buttons, whatever you call that. And then the 4 using the vines sprouting all around. And then, of course, the hideout right on top with the 5s and 1. Now, which 5 is the original is the real question here. It's probably one of the 2 at the top. But that's mostly this shot. And if you look, we can confirm that the top of Z is this big. So F's hideout is directly in the center. But that's confirmed. Now, 6. I have already made a 6 prediction, which I will show you guys soon at some point. But it looks like 6 is going to be female based off the eyelashes. I can also say we've kind of pretty much confirmed at this point that 6 is going to be some type of like, I guess you wouldn't say like anglerfish, but like something to that effect, as the part of the like at the bottom here is bigger than the rest of it. So I'm going to assume that means she's some sort of anglerfish. And you'll see that in my design prediction later. But I guess since I guess that's our live stream, so thanks for watching. I thought it was Seasick Halloween. I thought it was Seasick Halloween for a second. I went, do get seasick now. Don't get seasick. Bye. And stream. And bye.